Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video, I'm going to take a look at Token Druid. I've played mech variants of Token Druid for quite some time, but I mostly played them on a budget. But because even those budget mech Token Druids have performed so much better than regular Token Druids, I have always wondered a little bit, okay, what would it look like if I were to make a non-budget version of Mech Token Druid? So for the final part of my Legend climb this season, I went ahead and made it. And this is how it turned out. Because the climbing ranks are so full of warriors, this deck is built with some kind of anti-warrior focus on it. I'm running 2 copies of Forest Shade, even though Forest Shade is a card that I don't really like that much. It's very slow, it comes out very late. But in the warrior matchup in particular, Forest Shade is good, because warrior is able to clean up a lot of boards. But when you have Forest Shade and all the mechs, you have so many boards that even warrior may struggle to clean them all. I have also not included Soul of the Forest, because warrior is the only control deck that runs Warpath. So it's the only control deck that has a way to clear up those Death Rattle tokens, and it's the only control deck you're likely to meet. So Soul of the Forest isn't quite as effective, so I'm running the double Sea Giant build instead. So what this deck is capable of, it just makes a lot of tokens, and the board filling capability of this deck is really unparalleled, because there's Whispering Woods, there's Forest Shade, there are all these mechs, there's Snip Snap. I mean, Snip Snap alone on 9 mana is a board fill. And supporting all of that, of course, the regular buffs of Token Druid, the Sea Giants, to get some really big punching minions up there, and Keeper Stalladris. I really like Keeper Stalladris. I haven't been able to use it much because I've been playing so much on a budget, but Keeper Stalladris, it synergizes with Power of the Wild and Wrath in this deck, and I think that's amply enough. Just that Wrath synergy, being able to get some additional draws. I really like Wrath in Token Druid, because Token Druid sometimes can draw a hand where you have like spells and buffs and you lack minions, and Wrath basically enables you to have a little bit of a smaller deck, because it's a cantrip, it replaces itself, and with the help of Keeper Stalladris, it can even draw some additional cards. So just a deck that can refill the board time and time and time again, and push for that lethal. As for the mulligans with this deck, you generally want to get on the board early. Acorn Bearer, Mecharoo, Dreamway Guardians, Keeper Stalladris. After those it starts to depend a little, like Whispering Woods can often be a great keep, especially if you happen to have an Acorn Bearer. And if you have Keeper Stalladris, then keeping a card that synergizes with Keeper Stalladris can be great. And if you expect to meet other tokens, then holding on to a swipe is a good idea. In general, you're looking for on-curve plays with a heavy emphasis on your 1 and 2 drops. The real tricks to playing this deck are mostly choices between value and tempo. For example, how many minions do you want out before you play Blessing of the Ancients? Do you drop Snip Snap on 3? The answer is surprisingly often, by the way, yes you do. And how can you optimize your minions and your buffs? So if your hand is full of minion cards, then you might do more trading. Try to set up favorable board positions for the eventuality when you will draw some buffs. And if your hand is full of buffs, then you try to protect your minions more in order to make those buffs effective. In the gameplay material, there's plenty of examples of these decisions between value and tempo. I hope it will illustrate that adequately. If you enjoy this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And now, let's go take a look at Mech Token Druid in action. I have a Mecharoo, nice. I think I'm keeping a swipe. I have 2 1-drops that I think I keep a swipe. It's probably a Bomb Hunter. There might be lots of tokens that I want to kill at some point. So let's give this a try. He kept his entire hand. Well, I start with the Acorn Bearer. If he kills this, then on 2 I can play a Squirrel and Mecharoo. He has a Mecharoo. So I could kill this Mecharoo here. He can coin Venomizer, Spider Bomb, something like that. And it's not worth killing that. I don't think it's worth killing that. I just need the other minion on the board. Galvanizer. There's not that much stuff that he can... Well, from here on, he can magnetize a lot. Because now he has a lot of discounted mechs in hand. It's unlikely that there would be silence effects. I think it is a snip-snap turn. Snip, snap and trade away one mech, so that he has only one magnetization platform. Can send the code of this list. You can get it from the extension. That one goes face now. Yes. Scary stuff. 4 mana, coin 5 mana. He's getting pretty close to being able to do some nasty things with the missile launchers. He can already coin out a missile launcher if he kills this. So that's a thing. I have the option to trade this there, play a squirrel, and play Blessing of the Ancients so that I have a board full of 2/2s. That plays around coin missile launcher. I think that's what I need to do. And take that trade, play a squirrel, buff the board into 2/2s, so that the missile launcher doesn't wipe out my board. I think this is necessary. There can still be various hard removal pieces. That's surprising. It's definitely working for me.
I wonder what this does.
What did he play? Spider Bomb with the fireworks deck. Alright. I'm fine with that. So with the swipe I can take control of this board for the time being. But there is a downside in that if he has the missile launcher combo, I will be locked out of the game. Will I always be locked out of the game? If there's a missile launcher combo, that's a question. So that's Spider Bomb. If I magnetize replicating menace over here, that's not very strong. No. I'll just keep magnetizing on this one. I think I may have to do the swipe here. Squirrel. Trade. Face. Swipe. Let's try this. This will kill something from me, but he will have no mechs on the board, which is a small upside. There's still one card that he kept, and there's considerable reason to expect it to be missile launcher. Luckily, however, it wasn't. Now that's a 4-mana Sea Giant. So no missile launcher was there yet. That doesn't mean the missile launcher can't come later. I could double trade Dreamway Guardians, Sea Giant, see if he has a Venomizer. Other options, Dreamway Guardians, Blessing of the Ancients. Can't quite get that one done. I think it has to be just Dreamway Guardians, Sea Giant. Trade away the bombs. Hit face. I mean, if he has Venomizer, that's going to be pretty sweet for him, of course. If he has Missile Launcher, Venomizer, well, now he has already spent all the discounted cards, so he can't play both anymore. He needs a hard removal piece for the Sea Giant. There's the hard removal piece. But now I no longer have to be so afraid. I no longer have to be so afraid of a missile launcher. So I'm completely fine with this so far.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Why didn't you magnetize Celiax first? So I can trade in one of these. Then I could Replicating Menace to kill that. Then I could still Blessing of the Ancients on the remainders. Doesn't heal hitting into the Divine Shield, of course.
Now how about
That seems like a reasonable play. We hit into Divine Shield first. Then Replicating Menace on this one. Kill that off. Get some minions. Do the blessing. then hit face. Okay. But I have 8 plus 11, so I don't have anywhere near lethal here yet. And now he has a couple of cards because he got the extra draw. Oh, Snip Snap is so good. Snip Snap is indeed so good. I can't be killing those Snip Snaps here. Yeah, I don't think I will kill those Snip Snaps now. It's just Explodinator, isn't it? Forest Shade only gives me 3 minions. Yeah, I think this is just an Explodinator now. Will I have more minions on board if I play Savage Horde now or later? Later is probably more minions. So everything here is going face for now.
This'll be good.
Let's see. How much can he remove? 3 cards. I've seen 1 Venomizer. Unless he picks up another Venomizer, Missile Launcher doesn't do anything. There's no 1 health minions on this board. Bomb Tossers a little bit. And those can trade. And does that mean that I can't push enough damage? Currently have 4 minions on the board. So I have 4 plus 11, 15 damage. Yeah, I don't have enough damage yet. Do I trade away a Spider Bomb? I mean, I would have the capability to do that. This one probably goes face, right? No, this one can trade away the Spider Bomb. 1 minion will die. I will have enough space for Forest Shade. Do I trade away another minion? No, I will go face. So this goes face. This trades the Spider Bomb. And then I'll play the Forest Shade. So that I can get a pretty wide board again. He has 2 cards. I've seen 1 Venomizer, I've seen both Spider Bombs. What more does he have? Snip Snaps, they be trading. 4 plus 11. 4 plus 11 is still not enough. Do I trade or do I go face? I can probably trade, right? Prevent magnetizations. He has just 1 card in his hand. We're summoning more Treants. But I'm trading. I'm trading as much as I can here. So, if he happens to have a Missile Launcher, these can help him trade away 3 minions with the Missile Launcher. Actually, this doesn't get me any closer to lethal. So is there the Missile Launcher now? No. If there was a Missile Launcher, he wouldn't trade. So then I just Savage Horde to win. Yay. That was a weird game. So I want to have the 1-2 curve against the Hunter. Late season legend, so you get pretty low rank. It's always tons of work then if you want to climb, if you don't play the legend early on. And if you play the legend early on, then you're within top 1000 like basically all season without doing anything. Because even if you play there, you win some, you lose some, you're not really dropping. But if you play to legend later in the season, you just get in so much lower. So no idea what kind of Hunter this is yet. But, I mean, we're playing the cards we have. Let's see what happens. Can still be Midrange Hunter, can still be Bomb Hunter. Probably going with Blessing of the Ancients next turn. That should be able to deal with most of the stuff that he can play here. And he's probably not going to go with the Coin Unleash, even though that would clear 2 minions. But if he doesn't, then there is the Blessing of the Ancients. But I don't know the archetype yet. Well, that also clears a minion. What were you playing the most in rank 1? Well, I played the budget decks to rank 1 already on the first week, but more recently I played the Tempo Rogue. Blessing of the Ancients on these, right? Yeah, I think it's still worth it. He can obviously use this to kill this one. So it's a mid-range hunter. Playing warrior. Tons and tons of warriors. Of course it's a small sample size, it's going to stabilize into something like 60 if I played 100 games, but still. He's going to hit this one down with the weapon. And he might have something to kill that one too. Okay, yeah, I was wondering because I didn't see anything wrong with it. Oh boy, oh boy. Minions incoming. Soon. It's just a question, can I deal enough damage before he gets... and can he get like Vicious Scale Hide going? Questions. I think this is one squirrel. And then the Blessing again. I don't have a lot of minions here. At least I can make them endure a little bit of punishment. We'll see if that's enough. Up to 5 mana available. Springpaw. Springpaw Timberwolf. Double Springpaw Timberwolf. Unleash. Well, no, Unleash Timberwolf is bad against just 2 minions. Springpaw Coin Dire Frenzy. Kill this one. That would actually be pretty good. I'd totally do that. One more turn, and then he can play it with a Scale Hide Coin Dire Frenzy to heal for 4. So there's that too to consider. Something's going to die, I'm pretty sure. It's just a question of what. Not a bad kill command either. A bunch of 2/2s just aren't that impressive. So I can push 7, put him down to 9. I could make a 3/2 and a 1/1, and I could hero power down the Springpaw. He's probably going to play Vicious Scale Hide Coin Dire Frenzy next turn. A little low on answers to that one right now. Going wide is probably the best. Let's make the Panther. And the Squirrel. Hero power down the Springpaw. Push 2 to the face. Obviously there's Unleash plays available too. Just need to try to weave in, try to get some damage going here. If it's the Vicious Scale Hide Dire Frenzy, it kills something and then I can swipe it. Unless it kills the 1/1. Heals him to 18. I have 5 plus 6, I have 11. I would have 13 damage. So we'll see. At some point I would like to find some of those... I have a lot of cards here that summon multiple minions. I haven't found any of those. That makes the game so interesting. Right now I'm trying to chip in damage and then hopefully trying to finish off with the swipe. Does he have the Vicious Scale Hide? He does. Then he coins the Dire Frenzy on that. I mean, that's something he always wants to do. Then the big question is, what does he trade into? Okay. Replicating Menace. A bit hard to make use of right now. I'm just 1 mana out from being able to do anything good. Like if I play Replicating Menace but I leave this up, he just unleashes. He also has the links left, so he could also play that into this one and then unleash. I think I have to swipe that. And then push face. But I'm not sure if I'm able to get to the finish line from here. I just didn't draw any of the token generators here. So, well, now I drew Replicating Menace on turn 6. That was the first sort of token generator. So I couldn't get a white border going, which is what I wanted to do. But I just haven't been able to do so. And there's still a chance like I can find like Forest Shade, and then of course there's Unleash Timberwolf. But as long as my health is high, then that would have to be used to trade instead of going face. But now that he has the Vicious Scale Hides in the deck, that means that if he's able to find those, That would be pretty formidable. Oh, he's going to kill off three beasts. Grow up the Scavenging Hyena. He could also kill just 2, I suppose. Ah, with the Timberwolf, yeah. It's better. And this probably puts me in a position that I cannot easily recover from anymore. It's my best out to play a Sea Giant on this board. I mean, he could have a Deadly Shot. If he doesn't have a Deadly Shot, well, if he can find a Scale Hide together with the Timberwolf, he can use all of those to trade away the Sea Giant. But he can also have an Unleash. There's that one card that he kept, and he would keep an Unleash in the matchup. So if I play Replicating Menace Mekaru, I'm vulnerable to an Unleash play. So I think my best out is to play the Sea Giant. And if he doesn't find an answer to the Sea Giant, then, I mean, Sea Giant is currently representing lethal, so he would need to be able to answer that. He could do so with, like, Unleash Marked Shot. Would be great. But this is the moment where I need to take some chances. My draw was miserable in this game. This is the right time to take chances, but not a whole lot. And does this mean that he will trade his Scavenging Hyena? No, but he has a kill command. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That helps him win. Because now he represents 18 damage from here. Alright. So it wasn't an Unleash that he had there in hand. But that doesn't mean that he can't pick up an Unleash. Anything that dies when it attacks, then these present lethal. That's cool. So what I need to do, because currently there's 18 damage here. I've seen both kill commands. Any rush minion or charge minion is lethal. Timberwolf is lethal. Nothing I can do about those. 1 + 3, that's 4. No magnetization here. So this is the play. If he can kill off a beast, he wins. If he has anything with charge, he wins, but I mean, this is the best out I have. He top decked the kill command last turn and he top decked the Dire Frenzy this turn, so that's just Hearthstone. I might try keep Stalladris and Wrath. But what is the perfect version of this deck? I do not know yet. I just built this today. But my old builds are also all according to statistics easily legend capable. So Bomtos can kill the Keeper. That's the only thing that can kill the Keeper.
Time goes short.
I'll give it a try. Let's see. C1397. What do you suggest I climb with? Control Warrior is according to statistics still the best one, but there's the Bomtos, sadly. But the Tempo Rogue that I played yesterday was pretty good too. But who would have known? I think I just need to hero power down the 1/1 here. Meyer subscribed. Venomizer can kill it too. I can't remember. No, it does cost 2. Yeah, true. Venomizer. But that would have been a horrible waste of a Venomizer. That would have been completely fine by me. Well, double Galvanizers, a sight to behold. Probably need to snap in response. If he had used Venomizer to kill that, I would have been really happy. That would have been great. Because Venomizer Missile Launcher is his main way to win this matchup. Everything is now double discounted. Well, everything. 2 cards. We'll see. Twitch forced me to share it. Yeah, Twitch does Twitch things. If I only had a swipe. What if he has a missile launcher? I think this is one of those times when you take a chance. Let's go with the Whispering Woods. Well, he can't track into a missile launcher at least. I can of course magnetize something somewhere. Still the one discounted card, right? One discounted card remains. It could still be a missile launcher if it's double discounted, so it would be playable for 4. But he trades. Okay. I'm cool with him trading a little.
Protocol 7.
Well, this is interesting. There are 3 1/1 microbots inside that one. So I could double wrath that. Then I could even trade away all the 1/1s. And I could get my Mekaru on this board. But then I don't get to draw any cards. I can kill that with Blessing of the Ancients. But that will leave the 1/1s for him to magnetize further. I think I just have to trust that I will draw something useful. I think I just have to trust that something useful will be drawn. Trade away his board here. Now there are no more discounted mechs. Now I need to top deck something useful. Because I did it like that. But I still figured that was the less risky way. So I need to kill the missile launcher, of course. And I can do that with a Savage Roar. So this allows me to kill the missile launcher, and then I can develop the Microtech controller. Okay. We're starting to build something here. Down to 13 health, obviously not ideal. And Hunter has 3 cards. And if he has a second missile launcher, then that will win. Well, I mean 3 cards. What? So Leroy and something maybe? I need to get on this board. And I need to get on this board now. There could be Missile Launcher Venomizer too. I will always lose to Missile Launcher Venomizer. Missile Launcher Venomizer is probably one of the best reads available. But I currently don't have anything that beats that anyway. So we're going to go all in with these as best as we can. And if it turns out that it's Missile Launcher Venomizer, then his draw was just so superior that I didn't have a chance.
What is my purpose?
Okay.
Ooh, I wonder what this does.
So not the Missile Launcher Venomizer. That could still be a Leroy. What if that's a Leroy? I want to play around Leroy. So I play the Dreamway Guardians. Do I then use the buff? I need to trade 2 into that, 1 into that, and that's okay. Dreamway Guardians, buff, double trade into that one. One of these trades that one away. These are going face. I play a Squirrel and I Hero Power face. So I'm not dead to Unleash plus Hero Power. I have some lifesteal going on. I've seen him use Missile Launcher and Venomizer separately. So the chance that he has both of them available is a little bit low. I'm not dead to Leroy plus Hero Power. I'm dead to like Unleash Bomb Toss Hero Power. I've already seen one Bomb Toss. I could have avoided that by not playing the Squirrel. Was that worth it? Maybe it would have been. Hard to say. But he needs something big now. And that is not it.
Got one. Got one.
Let's see if we can find some good stuff here. And we do. Yeah, Defile was really sweet. Defile was also a very skill intensive card. I really enjoyed that card. But let's see about this warrior deck then. I mean, I have Forest Sage, which is kind of useful, but it also really depends. Does he have an early boom? Does he have Town Criers? Does he gain board control? How is it all going to turn out? We're going to find out in the near future. Reno Warlock. Reno. Such a fun card. Oh, it's a Tempo Bomb Warrior then probably. That's what this looks like to me anyway. I don't want to spend the coin yet. But Towncrier Fairy Dragon makes me think Tempo Bombs. So there's Warpaths but no Brawls. Maybe? Very aggressive. How much do I care about bombs? Not a whole lot, probably. He has the rush minion in hand. I mean, I could kill this by magnetizing Snip Snap now. Buffs are probably not that impressive. Let's just magnetize the Snip Snap. I'll take out the 3-4. Let's do it like this. Then there's 3/1/1 mechs inside this one. This is a replicating menace now. I mean, he can rush it down. Are you telling me he's going to spend a Warpath here? No. Heroic Strike. This is Pirate Warrior. Not really a Pirate Warrior, but you know. The aggressive style. It's Stalladris time. Let's go. Stalladris, Squirrel, Coin, Power of the Wild. Give my minions +1/+1. Trade one into the Fairy Dragon, hit the other one to the face. I know he has a rush minion in hand. I know he can kill the Stalladris, but I was able to get a bunch of value from it now. And he kind of likes to kill Stalladris, because Stalladris is scary. I guess this will force the rush minion. Unless it's Ziliax, then it can't even do anything. I'm currently assuming that there will be no brawls in this deck. Whoa, it was a Darius. Scary stuff. Next turn he can do triple Warpath. So if I do like Mekaru, Dreamway Guardians, leader of the pack, triple Warpath could clear the whole board. And I can't repopulate yet. I mean, I could just swipe the Darius. It's not a terrible idea. I think I'll swipe the Darius. I'm just thinking whether there's something else that I cannot answer. Potentially coming that I would need the spell for. But I think this is fine. This plays around the triple Warpath. I mean, he can clean this up with 2 Warpaths now. But I have tools to repopulate if he uses Warpath. I don't particularly mind that one either. Although I'm still a little bit away from the Forest Sage. So I need to have something that I can play next turn, right? So I hold on to the Dreamway Guardians. I'll summon the Panther and I play leader of the pack. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Trade away the Ziliax. Hit face. Hold on to a little bit of resources here. On 8 I want to play the Forest Sage, but I need to have stuff that I can do before that turn. And I assume Warpath is part of his repertoire here, even though this is an aggressive build.
Defend the gates.
Don't mind the militia commander. Oh, replicating menace is interesting. That can Warpath proof the microbot. I like that. This one, he could have silence, of course. But we're Warpath proofing this one. How? I mean, he can still kill this one, but the 1/1s will come outside. So we keep applying some pressure. Force him to be on the defensive. Well, now my Forest Shade is a little lackluster. Can I top deck a good card? That's a pretty decent card. Yeah, let's go with this. No buffs, so I mean Warpath can still do things. But I'm still at a very high health total here. And even if he wipes the board, then Forest Shade can come. And this board is almost all mechs. Dinomatic doesn't do anything. He could roll himself into Doctor Boom and get the 1 damage hero power and get a board clear with that. That would be rather sweet. Yeah. Well, this aggro warrior is probably the aggro bomb warriors or something like that is probably the thing to call this. Blast Master. Well, this is an interesting turn. 7, 11, I have 12 damage. So there's no way for me to do enough damage. What if I just trade the boom bots and play a Forest Shade? What if he has some Dinomatics then? I mean, I could clear this board also with a swipe. But then I give him the initiative. I think I clean up this board and play the forest. Clean up the boom bots and play the Forest Shade. I believe this is scary enough. I'm still at 27, so I'm not too afraid of the 7/7 boom. Something like double Dinomatic would be sweet, but boom is not a mech, so Dinomatics will also hit the boom. We'll see. Okay. Alright, I don't mind these. Not particularly anyway. Boom is going face, right? Figured as much. He's at 17, and I have 8, 12, kind of 17, but this gives him armor. But it doesn't help him if he's dead, right? I believe this is lethal. I mean, having armor is fun and everything, but it's not very useful if you're dead. 2 armor, still dead. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.